Hi everybody, my name is Matt Haynes. I'm an audiobook narrator and I am on a mission to acquaint myself with 52 accents by April 17th, 2016. We go to accent number 31 in this series, Japanese. What you should know about this mission is to acquaint myself with the accent so that I wouldn't necessarily be able to fool a native, but if in an audiobook, you have somebody on the phone saying, "Hello, I'd like to speak with Mr. Smith," and then the narrator says, he knew the man was Japanese just by the sound. Well, what do I do? So I try to find an accent that is distinctly the accent being described, but I'm also trying to get enough information so that the accent doesn't sound like a caricature. It sounds just a bit more accurate. So, and before we dig into learning highlights from the accent, I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Yohei Sato, one of the most generous and beloved figures in the Portland theater community. He was a consultant on this accent and was a big help. Where I succeed in this accent, please give him some of the credit. Where I fail, give it all to me, and give me some tips in the comments below as to how the accent could be improved. Also, you should note that this accent is going to be quite a bit heavier than the Chinese accent that I did before, and that's not to imply that the Japanese accent is inherently thicker than the Chinese accent. It's just that when I was doing East Mandarin, the students that I had at the time, their English was fairly advanced, and I'm exposed just to more of the heavier stuff with the Japanese, and that's what I'm studying. All right, let's go to learning highlight number 1, the resonance. Here is the Mattoon. This is me. I normally wear glasses, although apparently I forgot part of the frame here. But what I'm understanding about the Japanese accent is that the tongue is generally placed lower in towards the bottom teeth, and the lips and space around the tongue, the cheeks, the beginnings of the cheeks, don't move a whole lot. That's not to say that they're stiff, but, and we'll go into a little bit what the effect of that is. However, there is a very nice wide resonance in the back of the mouth. So, there you go from a song that we're going to be practicing. Go doesn't become oh, it just becomes oh. So, it'll become there you go. Learning highlight number 2, the ah sound from General American becomes closer to an ah or an aw, A-W, in Japanese. So the word standing, which comes up in the song quite a bit that we're going to practice, becomes closer to satanding. Learning highlight number 3. I'm surprised I'm struggling so much with this one because it's so common and obvious with so many other different accents. But for some reason, with the voiced TH, I keep wanting to make a duh out of it rather than a DZ for the beginning, z, or a Z at the end, z. For example, there you go. I seem to be tempted to constantly say, there you go, as opposed to there you go, DZ. And the word with, I want to say wid, but it's actually closer to whiz. There you go, whiz. I'm going to be drilling that quite a bit before I get in the studio and do the song. Now, TH, unvoiced TH, becomes an S. So coming through becomes kame through. Learning highlight number 4, this one was a big surprise to me. Your becomes closer to the two separate words you are. My writing went a little bit off the edge here. Sorry, I'm a lefty. But instead of your arms behind you, it becomes you are arms behind you. Learning highlight number 5, a general principle that I'm picking up on is that consonants at the ends of words tend to be only lightly brushed if addressed at all, particularly the NG. So we've got standing in the sun. It becomes closer to standing in the sun. Okay, everybody, it is time to hit the studio and give these 5 principles, plus many more, a go with Van Morrison's Astral Weeks.
There you go, standing with a look of avarice, talking with Hari Redabetter, showing pictures on the wall, whispering in the hall, and pointing a finger at me. There you go, standing in the sun, darling, with your arms behind you and your eyes before. There you go, taking good care of your boy, making sure he's got clean clothes, putting on his little red shoes. And here I am, standing in your sad arrest, trying to do my very best, and nothing but a stranger in this world. Nothing but a stranger in this world. I got a home on high, in another land, in another place, in another time, so far away, way up in the heavens. From the far side of the ocean, if I put the wheels in motion, and I stand with my arms behind me, pushing on the door, if I venture in the slipstream between the viaducts of your dream, where the immobile steel rims crack and the ditch and the back roads stop, would you find me? Would you kiss my eyes and lay me down in silence easy to be born again?
The original lyrics to Astral Weeks were by Van Morrison. The music was by the very generous and versatile Kevin MacLeod. Comment below, folks, what could be done to improve the accent? And also, is there an accent that you would like to see, or a song you would like recited to a certain accent? You never know when or how they'll come out on the other side. I still have plenty of videos to go. Stay tuned next week for accent number 32, New Zealand. And everybody, rock on.